Okay, so today I have a really interesting video because I have a very, very interesting email that I received from a viewer. And this is something that I've recently started to do and I really love, so I'm going to answer it and I will do the best I can. If you have any advice for this person, I would appreciate the advice and I'm sure he would, so leave a comment in the comment section below. The subject is running tips for a math student. Hello. Your channel has been a staple during my late night math study sessions. Being in my final year of studies, I thought of picking up running to reduce stress. But after a few days, I've started to feel pain in my legs. Is this a common beginner's struggle? How should I increase my running times without affecting my study times? Also, while I spend lots of money on math books, I do save on shoes. Is investing in special running shoes worth it? Looking forward to your insights. Thank you kindly. So I have all kinds of stuff to say here because I started running a few months ago again, and I love running. So if you have any advice, leave a comment because I am super curious. So a couple of things let's start with the pain. So years ago, when I started running, right? Because I've run before in the past, I've worked out in the past, I go through phases. I could only run 2 miles, and I would run 2 miles and I wouldn't be able to walk for weeks because I would get these things called shin splits on my legs from the pain. That's really, really bad. So they say, and you should Google this, and again, I'm not a doctor, do your own research. You're not supposed to increase your running distance by more than like a certain percentage every week. I think it's like 10%. Basically, you're supposed to like barely increase your distance. It's supposed to be a very, very slow progression. So just Google running programs and follow one of those. Personally, I'm not a person that has an easy time doing that. And I think you might be the same. As people who study mathematics, we tend to be very driven and very obsessed. And I think you kind of have to be to study mathematics because it's so hard. When you're doing something that's so hard and takes so much time, you have to put a lot of time into it. So that is the definition of obsession, right? You're putting a crazy amount of time into something. So with running, I think you need to be careful because it's very, very easy to overdo it. And my experience is this. I go for a run, I overdo it, I take a couple of days off, and then I repeat the cycle. I'm trying hard not to do that. The last time I ran, I only ran 3 miles. And the time before that, I ran 9 miles, and I was hurting for a couple days, like 2 days. So not so bad, not 2 weeks. So it's normal. You're going to have those pains. A couple of things that I've done that have helped me is I walk before I run. So I go for a brisk walk for like 5-10 minutes just to warm up. Then I stretch a little bit. Once I'm warmed up, then I start my run. When I'm done with my run, I walk home, and then I stretch a lot after my run. Okay, those are a couple of things I do that helps me. Another thing I did is I got running shoes. Now I'm not rich or anything, so I got some really, really affordable budget level shoes from Amazon. I'll actually leave a link in the description because I bought them on Amazon. I know exactly. I'm wearing them. Well, I'm not wearing them right now. Otherwise, I'd show you. But I wear them all the time. They're blue. I think they were fairly affordable. They're probably some of the cheaper running shoes you can get. Should you get Specialized one? They say they help. One of my friends who he's a power lifter. He also runs. He recently got some really fancy running shoes, and his running times just went through the roof. Now, I don't know if it was his shoes or maybe he was just feeling really good that day, but he basically went from running like a 12-minute mile on average to having a day where he did like a 6-minute and 20-second mile. Like he just made incredible progress. He said his running shoes feel like he's running on air. So apparently good shoes can help. That's just one person, one experience. I do know that the shoes I got for a fraction of the price that he paid have helped me. So I'll leave a link in the description to some running shoes. So yeah, definitely get running shoes. I think they definitely help. And yes, the pain is normal. That's one of the things I don't like about running. And it's what holds me back from going out there and running 30 miles is my legs hurt. I'm not used to it, So yeah. It says you splurge on books, you save on shoes. Yeah, another thing with shoes is that some people say that you're supposed to switch them out after a certain number of miles. I don't know how many miles that is. I have a friend, she runs every single day, and she says that she changes her shoes about every 6 months. She's the one who told me to get the shoes that I'll leave a link to in the description. So these are the ones that she uses. And she's run several marathons. She's been running her whole life, and she runs every day in the shoes that I use. So yeah, hopefully that's helpful. Running is great. I think it really clears your mind. It gives you a feeling that you don't normally get. Sometimes I can lift weights and I won't get that same feeling I get from running. So I think that it's really good for you if you're studying. I think it's going to make a big difference on your mental health and your performance. And in fact, this video has hyped me up to go run. So I'm probably today I'm gonna lift, and then I'm gonna go for a run because it's a beautiful day. So yeah, get out there and go run. Get some affordable running shoes to start maybe, and warm up, stretch, cool down, stretch. Look up a running plan on the internet. I personally have a hard time following running plans. I already follow a workout routine, and I already have a study routine, so I don't really also want a running routine. I just kind of run when I don't lift, or I run sometimes. So yeah, lots of people run, apparently, by the way. Lots of people run. I actually entered my first competition a few weeks ago, and I got first place, which is kind of weird. I entered my first 5K ever, and I won. And not only did I win, but I was so far ahead of everyone else that the person behind me was like 8 minutes behind me. It was pretty ridiculous. I was shocked, did not expect that. My theory is that all the other really good runners entered the half marathon and the 10K. So that's my theory, because I'm a newbie when it comes to running. So take my running advice with a grain of salt. So those are my insights. Hopefully it's been helpful. I think running is a great activity. Don't get hurt. That's the most important thing, right? Don't get hurt. Same thing with weight training or any physical activity. Don't get hurt. You want to live to exercise, live to train another day. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video and you found any value in this content, consider hitting subscribe if you want to. If you want to learn mathematics, I do have math courses on my website, mathsorcerer.com. They're actually on the Udemy site, but I've lowered the price to make it as low as possible. So if you use the links through my website, it helps me, and you should get a low price. If you want to ask me questions, the best way is through my website, mathsorcerer.com. There's a contact page there, and you can contact me through there, and you can ask me anything you want, and I will do my best to answer it here on the channel. And as always, if you have any advice for anyone, leave a comment in the comment section below. Your comments can help other people in the world who are watching these videos. Until next time, good luck. Train your mind, train your body. Take care.